Big news coming in from the US now. Trump said that the US will take control of war-torn Gaza, and this as he addressed reporters after a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu over the country's conflict with the Palestinian group Hamas.
Own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
Trump also called for the permanent resettlement of Palestinians from Gaza to neighboring West Asian countries such as Egypt and Jordan, despite flat rejections from both these nations and the Palestinians themselves. Now, Trump remarked that Gaza's 2 million inhabitants should not return to the territory, which he referred to as a demolition site. Netanyahu said the US president's Gaza plan could change history and was worth paying attention to. He went on to hail Trump as the greatest friend Israel has ever had.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. You are the greatest friend Israel has ever had in the White House. And that's why the people of Israel have such enormous respect for you.
During the meeting, Trump urged Netanyahu to move to the next phase of the ceasefire aimed at a more lasting peace, while claiming credit for securing the first phase, which allowed for the exchange of hostages and prisoners between Israel and Hamas after more than 15 months of fighting. Hours before meeting the US president, the Israeli Prime Minister's office said that Israel would send a delegation to Qatar for further negotiations. Hamas said negotiations over the second phase of ceasefire deal have already begun. And for more on this, our New York correspondent Susan Terani has sent us this report.
President Trump met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House. They discussed Gaza, Iran, and the broader Middle East strategy. Donald Trump suggested that Palestinians should permanently leave Gaza and floated the idea that the U.S. may control the Gaza region, drawing sharp reactions. He did not rule out deploying American troops to Gaza's reconstruction and hinted at a long-term U.S. involvement in Gaza. On Iran, Donald Trump reaffirmed his hardline stance, emphasizing the need for stronger deterrence against Tehran's influence in the Middle East region. Benjamin Netanyahu and Trump both agreed that pushing for a prolonged ceasefire in Gaza is important, ensuring Israeli security interests. Of course, the next step is further negotiations on some kind of ceasefire deal and a potential U.S. role in post-war Gaza management. Donald Trump also signed a memo regarding Iran to impose his quote-unquote maximum pressure policy right before meeting with the Israeli Prime Minister. Susan Terani reporting from New York for WION World is One.